Following the reaction of the government of Cameroon to the European Union Parliament, political actors across the country have expressed converging and diverging views on the government's choice to respond and on some key declarations contained in the response of the government of Cameroon. To Jean-Robert Wafu, Shadow Cabinet Minister of Communication for the Social Democratic Front, SDF party, silence on the part of the government of Cameroon would have been a better option than the outing, which according to him is void of valuable substances.
Quand ce qu'on a à dire est moins important que le silence, on se tait.
He says the EU only reiterated concerns raised by Cameroonians and the Social Democratic Front party over the years and went further to question how the presidents of the Senate and Speaker of the National Assembly will speak on behalf of members of parliament without an extraordinary parliamentary session convened.
Peut-être veut-on nous faire croire que le Sénat se résume au président du Sénat et que l'Assemblée nationale se résume.
Dr. Nick NGWANYAM of St. Louis University Institute and member of the ruling CPDM party says energy should be directed towards saving lives that are being lost every day in the northwest and southwest regions than focusing on reactions and counter-reactions.
We cannot deny the fact that there's a lot of unnecessary killing of civilians and the military people for a war that is uncalled for. But we also must say that when these things are going on like this, you know, everybody who is concerned, be it a Cameroonian, a European, American or Indian, would want to see some kind of peace. So the issue is not what they said, the issue is their desire to have peace. And they are looking for ways and means of us having that peace.
He thinks Cameroon should not give an opportunity to others to find fault in the management of their affairs, especially with regard to the deepening Anglophone crisis.
Where we are today is not an accident. It's not an accident in the sense that, you know, the adage which goes that a stitch in time saves 9. If you have a wound and you don't treat it on time, it's going to become a large sore. And therefore what started as a wound today is a large sore, and whatever treatment we have been giving to it has not been effective. And that's so people are looking at where we started and where we are today and saying, look, this thing is becoming a chronic sore, and if nobody pays attention to it, it will become cancerous.
Dr. Nick also thinks that the parliament in Cameroon has failed as far as the Anglophone crisis is concerned.
Parliament have done absolutely nothing about it. Go and check the records, there's nothing.
To Robert Mote, ambassador of the ruling CPDM party, Cameroon can't talk of sovereignty at a time when she, like many other countries, have just relative sovereignty. He, however, says that the European Union has no right to speak on the affairs of a state like Cameroon, given that the EU Parliament is just an organization. Jean-Robert Wafu of the Social Democratic Front, Dr. Nick of St. Louis University and CPDM party, as well as Robert Mote, ambassador of the CPDM, all agreed that the Anglophone crisis is an issue to be handled with urgency by all Cameroonians.